Where did you go to high school?
Marshall County High.
Mark, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Mike.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, or
Did you go to high school?
Actually, went to bed.
School.
Graduated.
You want me to go ahead and get started, Lori?
Forrest coming and that other guy?
No.
But they're not. We need to get them to sign the sign.
Oh, if you want them to come, they can. Horace, come on. Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, Martin.
We ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna put it on.
I want to thank everyone for coming to this public hearing we're having for CDGB grant. The round is coming up in 2021. Planning to upgrade our water treatment infrastructure. And with that, I'll turn it over to Lori.
Thank you. Like Mark, Greg said, your city manager. The purpose of this meeting is to discuss the Community Development Block Grant Program. This is a grant that's through the Housing and Urban Development. Cities and counties can apply for this grant each year, but you can only have one grant at a time, so it's really every other year. And the purpose of the grant is to assist with your community needs, is to serve rural, low to moderate income areas. The town of Chapel Hill has been the recipient of CDBG funds for many years. In fact, we had several. This man was there back in the 80s, Mayor Hill. And anyway, it's something that you all have taken advantage of for quite some time. In fact, you all just successfully completed a project. Mark, what was that project again?
We just finished the Morningside Lift Station sewer force main project that we put in probably about a mile of force main that upgraded the collection system from town to the wastewater treatment plant.
Okay, good. But the purpose of this public meeting is to give anybody in the town of Chapel Hill the opportunity to come in and let your city manager know about projects you might be interested in. The eligible categories are water and sewer, any type of infrastructure improvement, be it sewer line extensions, sewer upgrades, kind of like what you just did. Water can be water treatment plant improvements, water storage tank, water rehab. There's also category that's called community livability. It's kind of the catch-all. It's things that you can apply for to improve your community. It can be things like fire protection. You can buy fire equipment, but they tend to fund projects that have an ISO rating of 8 or above. Do you have any idea what your ISO rating is?
I do not, right off the top of my head.
I don't know.
Okay, but that's something some towns apply for. You can do things like emergency ambulances, first responders units. You know, that's pretty popular improvements if you have a not-for-profit health clinic. Now, those are all projects that are instrumental to the health and safety of your community. So having said all that, the eligible categories, why don't we just open up the floor for suggestions? Mark, I think you had something that needed to be done.
Yes, we do have some upgrades that we need to do to our water treatment facility. We need to upgrade our filters at our water treatment plant. Of course, there's other things that need to be done. You know, we can still use some upgrades to our collection system, but my hope is to use this one to upgrade the filters at the water treatment plant.
How old is your treatment plant? Do you know?
Horace might know how old the treatment plant is.
In the late 90s.
You said you thought it was built in the late 90s.
Yeah, I think the tank was put in the 50s, and it was just a well without filter treatment for a long, long time. And then I think Horace is correct. Sometime in the 90s, it was, we put in a treatment facility.
Yeah, he's pretty confident it's the late 90s. So, and I think we've been discussing prior to the meeting how much this area of the county is growing. That they're putting more demands on their infrastructure. Is that correct?
That is correct. We have somewhere between 800 and 1,000 homes coming through our planning commission process, which have either just been approved or just under construction or in the process of being approved. And we're also in the process of putting together plans to build a new wastewater treatment facility, seeing as how our current facility will not sustain the growth. So we're in the process of trying to put together ways to fund the new wastewater treatment facility.
Okay. So that's one improvements to your water treatment plant. We put the notice in your local newspaper, and people had the opportunity to also email suggestions in. Have you gotten any email suggestions, Mark?
We have not.
And because of COVID, people not really feeling comfortable coming to public meetings, the state has encouraged us to have meetings such as we're having now through technology. So people who see this and want to provide suggestions, things for the mayor and the city manager and the city council to think about, they can also listen to this and email possible suggestions. Usually we kind of cut it off at the public meeting, but we decided because of COVID, we would take, or you all would take suggestions through October the 23rd, Chris. So if anybody were to email or come in, please write down what the suggestions are. Meeting though is simply, it's not to make a decision. Like I said, we can only put in one application for one project, and it's a competitive grant. Just because we apply doesn't mean that you'll necessarily get funded, and you compete against every other city across the state of Tennessee that applies this year. So we want to apply for a project that is needed, of course, but also realistically that has the best chance of getting funded. So we will take suggestions through October the 23rd. If you have any questions, Mark's been through this rodeo numerous times, so he should be able to answer any questions. Chris, just please be conscious of any emails that came through or email, and then also they had the opportunity to mail in or stop by City Hall. Okay. Do you think of anything else we need to cover, Mark?
I think so, Lori. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you having Megan. Megan's new in our office. Megan Hollinsworth. She's working. She's a Marshall County native.
Nice.
She's going to be helping with this project also. So we're happy to have her.
I will add, since you mentioned the technology that we're live streaming now, but this will also be available on our on the town's YouTube channel as well, if anybody's interested in looking at it.
Okay, great. Horace, you got anything you want to say?
Well, what he brought up at the water plant, we need it bad.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And more things we need bad, but I was thinking when you get that type of quality, other than the sewer plant.
Chris, you got anything? Okay, that's all I had, Mark.
Okay, thank y'all very much.